You're sitting at dinner. You mention, in passing, an obscure hobby, maybe vintage watch repair or 19th century hydro engineering. You didn't search for it. You didn't buy anything related to it. Yet, 30 minutes later, your feed is flooded with repair kits and historical blueprints. It feels like mind reading. It feels like the device in your pocket has developed a consciousness, or worse, that it's actively listening to your private conversations. But the truth is far more calculated. It isn't listening for your secrets. It's calculating your probability. Today, we peel back the layers of predictive modeling to answer the question, how does your device seem to know what you're thinking before you've even typed it? Your phone is a beacon. To understand why it seems to know your thoughts, you have to stop thinking of your data as just files. Think of it as a massive, multi-dimensional graph. Every time you pause on a video, every time you speed scroll past an ad, every time you connect to a specific cell tower, you are dropping breadcrumbs. This is passive metadata. Companies don't need to hear your voice to know you're interested in a specific product. They know your location. They know your demographic. They know your friends' interests. If your close associates are currently researching something, statistically, there is a high probability that you are thinking about it too. This is known as collaborative filtering. Your phone doesn't know your thought. It knows the person you are, and it knows the thousands of people just like you who came before. Let's get technical. Machine learning models, specifically those used in recommendation engines, operate on Bayesian inference. Imagine a probability tree. Every action you take prunes that tree. You search for best solar panels. The model eliminates the apartment dweller branch and highlights the homeowner branch. Now, add the layer of temporal sensitivity. The model knows what time it is, what the weather is, and what events are trending globally. If it's raining, you're more likely to stay indoors. If you're indoors and bored, you're more likely to spend money. The predictive engine is constantly running a likelihood score. It is not trying to hit a bullseye. It is simply trying to increase the percentage of success. If it shows you an ad for a product and you click, the model receives a reward. It learns. If you ignore it, it adjusts. You aren't being watched. You are being modeled. So, why does it feel so jarring? Why do we feel that uncanny valley of technology? It's a cognitive bias called the Baader-Meinhof phenomenon, or the frequency illusion. You see hundreds of ads a day. You ignore 99% of them. But the moment an algorithm gets lucky or correctly predicts a subconscious desire, your brain flags it as an anomaly. We ignore the times it was wrong. We focus on the times it was right. Furthermore, we exist in an echo chamber. Your search history, your engagement metrics, and your location create a feedback loop. The algorithms feed you content that confirms your existing biases, making the world seem smaller, more predictable, and eerily aligned with your inner monologue. But we must address the ethical frontier, what we call shadow AI. As these models become more sophisticated, they move from predicting consumer behavior to influencing it. If an AI can calculate what you are likely to need, it can theoretically nudge you toward that need before you've realized you have it. In the world of cybersecurity and digital governance, this is the gray area. Is it helpful personalization, or is it algorithmic manipulation? When the model knows you better than you know yourself, the line between autonomy and programming begins to blur. Your phone doesn't know what you're thinking. It just knows how you behave. And in the digital age, that is often enough to paint a picture more accurate than the one you see in the mirror. Question the data. Protect your inputs. Stay curious. This is Waleed Academy.